This is all the tech that has made me feel good, feel productive, and helped me stay on point over the last few years. Links in the description below. Let's go. So I'm going to start with this tech pouch by Native Union. And when I was looking for a tech pouch, I really wanted something small, minimalist, that I can travel with but also keep on my desk at the same time. Funnily enough, when you look on Amazon, there aren't really that many good quality options. And I think Native Union have really nailed it with this Native Union Stow Lite Organiser. If you're looking for something small and minimal, it has various pockets for storing cables, chargers, and other small items. Perfect for keeping at your desk or on the go. This is definitely one to consider. They do a bigger one. I just quite like the fact that there is little amount of space for you to pack loads and loads of unnecessary stuff, and that really plays to my minimalist instincts. It's $40, which is quite expensive, but if you're looking for exactly this kind of bag, I'd say there isn't much better out there, so go with the Native Union. So I give this Native Union tech pouch a productivity rating of 7 out of 10. Next is the Anker Nano power bank. Power banks aren't the most interesting thing to talk about or showcase, but this one is actually pretty cool. You can get them in many different colors. I've obviously gone for the green. One really handy feature is this loop band, which doubles up as the USB-C cable. Really useful if you just want to carry it around, but also having the USB-C cable integrated into the power bank is such a space saver and a time saver, and it just means that you can really easily, frictionlessly charge your stuff without having to think too hard. It's 10,000 milliamp hours, so it should charge your iPhone or your Android device close to 2 times over. It's also got a USB-A port as well for older devices, and it's got a brilliant little screen to indicate how much charge it has left and how long left to fully charge it when you plug it in. And from having charged this up a couple of times, it takes about an hour and a half, which is what Anker say on their website. So it's pretty good and really handy. At $45, it's certainly not the cheapest, but it definitely isn't the most expensive either. I'd say it's fairly reasonably priced, and Anker often discount a lot of their power banks. I give this one a productivity rating of 8 out of 10. Next up is the Ugreen 30 watt Nexode USB-C charger, and again, not the most exciting category of products, but trust me, this one's really useful because it's small, it's minimal, it folds, which makes it even more minimal. And if you're traveling with an iPhone, an iPad, a tablet, whatever, this is the perfect device because it charges those devices quickly, provided you have the right USB-C cable. And with its fold-up design, it takes up a tiny footprint. You'll be able to pick one up from Amazon for like $20, $30. They are fairly cheap and are regularly discounted. I use it over and above the Apple one, so if you're interested in the market and you want to keep things as minimal as you can when you travel, this is definitely something that I've really enjoyed using. This gets a productivity rating of 8 out of 10. The AirPods Pro 2 are quite old now. I mean, they've been around for a little while. I've still got the Lightning one, which is a real bummer, but I mainly charge mine via MagSafe. And these noise cancelling earphones have been an absolute godsend to me. I pretty much can't work without these in my ears, particularly in a busy office. I have them on, it cancels out most of the noise. It can do a better job with noise cancellation in really busy environments like a train. It doesn't fully cancel out the noise, but it does a good enough job given how small and compact they are and how easy they are to carry around. I think you'd be hard pressed to find a better pair of noise cancelling earphones, particularly if you're in the Apple ecosystem. Cannot wait for Apple to bring out the next version of these at some point so I can just go fully USB-C and then completely get rid of all my Lightning stuff. This gets a productivity rating of 9 out of 10. Next up is the Orbitkey key organizer in leather, and it's an item that's really easy to overlook. It's a key holder. It doesn't feel like it should be on this list, but actually it's these items that just make life that tiny bit simpler that you don't even think about. You stop thinking about how useful they are. These ones are the ones that help boost your productivity the most. I no longer look around for keys. I know where everything is. It's all in one place. It takes away any brain energy I need to find stuff, and that in turn allows me to do other stuff that makes me more productive. This is the standard leather one, but there are all different kinds of materials and styles for you to choose from on Orbitkey's website. You can also get them on Amazon. I think if you sign up to Orbitkey's newsletter, you get 10% off. I think they're currently retailing at around $43.50, which is fairly expensive, but as I say, if you value not having to think about where things are all the time, I think it's $43 well spent. And alongside that, you can see I have a Nomad leather Airtag holder. It's in rustic brown and it matches the Orbitkey aesthetic. Really useful because it holds onto my AirTag basically, so if I lose my keys, I can easily locate them with the AirTag that's attached to them. It just looks really nice. There's almost no way this Airtag is going to come out of here, and it's just a good quality product to have to ensure and give you peace of mind that you can locate something as important as your keys. This Airtag holder is $30, which again, look for discounts because you can definitely get it cheaper, but it's something I've had for quite a while now, for a couple of years, and I'm not going to change it. So I think it's worth it given its longevity. Both of these get a productivity rating of 8 out of 10. Speaking of Nomad, I've also got this Nomad card wallet in rustic brown. So again, the same color as the Airtag holder. And again, the same principle. It's minimal, keeps everything I need in one place, and it's clean looking. It doesn't take up too much room in your pocket, and it feels like a really quality accessory to have around with you. It's quite expensive at $80, but you probably won't need to buy another one for a very long time. I've had this one now for about 3 years. I give this one a productivity rating of 7 out of 10. This is the TimeByTime timer in green. It's simply just a timer. It just does what it says on the tin, but it's so easy to use, and it's really, really effective with time management. So if you want to manage your time, if you're sitting at your desk, you want to help with focus, set yourself a timer, take a break, come back, set yourself a timer. It's really, really useful, and it's helped me build out this YouTube channel. It's helped me with creating these videos. It's helped me with my day-to-day work. It's really, really useful. I can't recommend this thing enough. I'd say it's the perfect desk accessory, but you can also take it out with you. It's small enough that you can also travel with it if you need to. You can pick it up for around $20 from Amazon, and I'd give this a productivity rating of 10 out of 10. Next up is something that I wouldn't have expected to put on this list before, but this is the Super Slide Puzzle Brain Game. It's got like 500 variations of where you need to get the red piece back to the bottom middle. It's great for alternative means of procrastination, so you can move away from your phone and just have something else for your brain to focus on. And I found it really useful as an alternative to video games and other things that can keep me hooked for hours. I can take a break from what I'm doing for 5 or 10 minutes, play this, let off some steam, and then go back to what I was doing. And for $20 on Amazon, honestly, it's a really, really great idea. If you want to boost your productivity, give yourself short breaks with something to occupy your mind that's not going to take you on your phone, this is a great alternative. I give this a productivity rating of 7 out of 10. Next is the Hoto electric screwdriver. Yes, again, another item I wouldn't necessarily associate with productivity, but this does help me be more productive. It saves me a hell of a lot of time. A, finding tons and tons of different size screwdrivers because it has 12 different pieces in it already. I've never not found what I needed with this screwdriver, and also because it's cordless and it's electric, it's really, really easy to get stuff assembled, and I've used it to assemble so many of my office supply stuff. It charges via USB-C and it's super sleek and minimalist, but long gone are the days where I see something that needs assembling and I feel a sense of dread as to, do I have the right screwdriver and how long is this going to take? I now actually look forward to building stuff, which is probably quite sad. But anyway, for $60 on Amazon, you can often find these discounted as well. It's a great productivity hack. This gets a productivity rating of 9 out of 10. Next is the Kindle Paperwhite 2022 version, which I think is the latest version that they have. About 3 years ago, I started reading again after about 15 years of having never really read a book from cover to cover. And this tool has really helped me so much with boosting my knowledge. It's given me access to so much that I otherwise would not have had. It's also got great integration with tools like Readwise to sync my highlights that I take from reading my books to other tools like Notion. Genuinely a game-changing device for me, and if you haven't already got one and you want to start reading again, I urge you to consider reading via a Kindle. It's $150, but you will not regret spending it if you want to boost your productivity. And the final thing on this list is the Apple Magic Keyboard for iPad Pro. I've got the 11-inch iPad, so this one fits the last couple of 11-inch models and the later iPad Air models. This is the one tool that's really transformed how I use my iPad. It's turned into a productivity monster with where I can take my work and how I feel about doing work. And what more can you say about a piece of tech that helps you feel more productive? The keys feel immensely satisfying and the trackpad is second to none. And now I use my iPad as a kind of secondary laptop, and it means I can go out to coffee shops and get a competent amount of work done on this device. If you have an iPad and you're thinking about getting a keyboard for it, I've tried many others. This is the one to go for if you really want to get some decent work done. I give the Apple Magic Keyboard for iPad a productivity rating of 9 out of 10. So those were my picks for the tech that have helped me feel the most productive over the last couple of years. Be it making me feel more focused, saving me time, keeping things clean and minimal, or transforming how I feel about doing a certain activity. Or they've just been genuinely fun to use. Let me know in the comments below if there are any tech items you feel I should be trying to help boost my productivity, and what's been working for you lately. Don't forget, links to everything in this video are in the description below. In the meantime, stay productive.